Hey everyone, it's Hayes, and in today's video we are finally going to be analysing Chrissy Pop's brand new outfit. Although before we start, the leak screen is back. I know, I hate it too. I avoid leaks for a reason. But anyway, I'm not really going to be discussing any theories or anything to do with Chrysalis, but you know, she's a big feature of the season. I don't know what the leaks contain, I'm just assuming some of them are probably about her, since, you know, she's the main antagonist. So if you know anything, whether you've seen all the leaks or only some of the leaks, I would really appreciate it if you don't share them in the comments below this video. I don't look at the leaks because I don't want to know what happens until I see it in the trailer or in the show, and a lot of people watch me for the same reason. So if you could keep it to yourself, if you know things we don't, that's great, but please keep it to yourself. Thank you. Anyway, on to the actual purpose of this video. The outfits. First of all, apologies for the photos, they're going to be very repetitive. That's only due to Chrissy Pop only having appeared in her full brand new outfit, not as like the silhouette thing we see when she's akumatizing people. She's only appeared in that one outfit in one episode. So, apologies in advance for how repetitive these photos are. I only had one episode to go off. And as always, everything in this video is just my opinion. Fashion is extremely subjective. If you disagree with me, that's totally fine, as long as you're nice about it in the comments. So let's start, and overall, in my opinion, this outfit is absolutely excellent, fabulous, flawless, chef's kiss perfection. I love it. So as always, let's go from top to bottom, starting with the hair. The hair colour itself is honestly like quite a huge departure for Lila. She was blonde very randomly in the London special, like a bleach blonde Draco Malfoy hairstyle, and then when we saw her in the start of Yak Segos, and she was back to like the brown aubanish hair that she has when we saw her in the mainline show season 1 to 5. So I'm not really sure what she was on in the London special, what led her to the decision of blonde, but she's obviously back to the brown now when we see her. But anyway, so the white is quite different for her. Is it perhaps an homage to Gabriel? I know as Hawk Daddy he always had his hair covered and stuff, and I'm not sure Lila ever really saw him as Hawk Daddy, apart from maybe Heroes Day perhaps, towards the end of Mayura. But even if that's not the reason, if it's not for Gabriel, this pale colour does go a lot better with the rest of the outfit. As for the shape of the hair, I absolutely love the shape they've got going. It does kind of remind me of a butterfly cocoon or a butterfly chrysalis. I'm not sure that's what they were going for though, but if it was, I think they nailed it. And I also love that she has like these like little pale purple beads in her hair. It's a small detail, but I think it's really, really pretty. I love stuff like that. Onto the face, again, to go with the hair, the skin is much paler than Lila's actual skin tone, and it makes all the other colours pop. I love the mask, obviously it's a butterfly, I don't need to tell you it's a butterfly, I think it's absolutely gorgeous, so much detail, and there is quite a lot of detail at the top of this outfit, and the bottom's quite plain, but honestly, I don't hate it. I like that it's kind of been balanced that way. I think it looks right, in my opinion. You know, when you look at an outfit, you look at something and you're like, it feels balanced. I would argue that's what this is. But I love how like some of the darker veins on the butterfly wings on the mask just kind of look like they light up slightly. Just love it. And then the outer part of the mask, like the shape of it, kind of matches the hair. So it's very satisfying and balanced to look at. As for the eyes are like the only different colour in this outfit. Most of the outfit is purple with the white for the hair and the face, but then the eyes are quite a vibrant green, which is obviously a massive pop of colour. Again, going back to Gabriel, he had those bright electric blue eyes during season 5 for his final Monarch Daddy outfit, and they just really, honestly, it was kind of scary slightly. I wasn't scared by him, but I could definitely see if someone else would be, perhaps one of the children watching, because he did look kind of insane with such a bright colour in his eyes. So I do think they're going for the same thing here. Obviously it's not quite as vibrant, and I think that's possibly done to show she's not quite as insane as he is. Like Gabriel in season 5, he was completely losing it. And that's not to say I don't think Lila isn't insane, but I feel like she knows she's insane, but she kind of owns it, whereas Gabriel is like, I'm in denial. Did they go with green over blue for Lila due to jealousy? We know she's quite jealous of Ladybug, or perhaps for Adrian. I'm unsure, but I really enjoy how vibrant they are, and then also the lips are a darker shade. Well, they're actually kind of 2 shades of purple. They're kind of like overall medium kind of purple, and then it has like accents of darker purple in them, but it just really makes them stand out on the face. Amazing. So now we get to the actual outfit, and again, I love it. It's kind of like a suit, honestly. I had wondered for a while if she was going to get a suit, and I love what they've done with this because it's quite a feminine suit, at least in comparison to the suits Gabriel was wearing. It does definitely echo back to Gaby Baby's many Hawk Daddy renditions, and it's also a very similar shade of dark purple for the trousers and the blazer, and even on the blazer the lapels are really, really dark purple, almost black. is almost the exact same here on Lila. The main difference here is that Lila's suit feels a lot more fitted, especially around her waist, and it's made a lot more feminine with the lilac blouse, with more detail at the neck, which kind of like extends up into a butterfly wing, which is so pretty. I would wear that. Not the rest of it. Like, I think I'd probably would be a bit weirded out if I wore that, but I definitely wear the blouse. Then we get down to the feet because the trousers are just very plain. Like I said, I don't mind the trousers being so plain because there's so much detail at the top. I think if there was any more detail on this outfit, it would be kind of more, give you an overwhelmed feeling. So we end with the feet, which are heels. Not very practical, but to be fair, Lila hasn't done any fighting yet. She's just done a bit of swimming. So I think she's okay. And then I also have to mention the nails. I couldn't get a good enough image of them from Yakusai Gozen, but I'm pretty sure she has her nails painted with butterfly wings, which I think is the best. Just like tiny little details like that, and the hair beads. Just make my day. I love stuff like that. Anyway, besties, that's what I think of the outfit, which you can tell I'm in love with. I'd wear it. So I'd love to know what you all think, and I will see you in the next one.